What's up everybody, Corey here. Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, then welcome to the channel. So I do videos occasionally on here about racing and all kinds of other stuff. But what I wanted to do for this one, because my upload quality has been kind of crap, and I don't really know why, is holy crap, my steering was way off. Is I figured why not drive down a track that I don't really know. Holy crap, this neck movement. I don't really drive from inside as much anymore. Anyways, Jesus criminy. Drive a track that I don't really know, like, at all. And just kind of talk for a little bit. So, I guess to start, we'll start with cars. I've always been into cars. This is just going to be kind of like a ramble and race type thing. Learn the course. We'll go with that. So I've always kind of been into cars. It's always been just sort of something I've been into. My grandpa raced cars. My dad raced motorcycles. My uncles still to this day race cars. It's just something that's always kind of been in my life, been around. Racing, going fast, building cars, mechanics, all that kind of stuff. And so I've always really enjoyed racing games. I remember the first time ever seeing like a real racing game, I went over to, at the time it was my stepdad, but one of his friends' house, and his adult son was playing Gran Turismo. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And I was just mind blown at him building the cars and all that. Jeez Louise, I need to drive this course more. This seems like it would be a really fun one. But so that really got me interested, because I didn't know that racing games were that in-depth. At the time, you know, it was Gran Turismo 1. Like, this is how long ago it was. And I was more of an athlete than anything. I played baseball. I didn't play video games. It just wasn't something I did. And then I got asthma, and video games became almost all that I did. So I started playing a lot of Gran Turismo, and I remember one of the things that I did that everyone thought was weird at the time was, instead of X being like acceleration, throttle, go, and circle or square being stop, I think it was square at the time and circle was E-brake. But what I did is I changed it to where on the directional pad, not the directional pad, but as soon as the 6-axis controllers became a thing, with the right joystick, that was my throttle and brake. And that was, you know, just way more control. Now granted, that was PlayStation 2, so it was a while after the PS1. But making that subtle change allowed me to kind of outdrive a lot of my friends. But that was really as far as I ever took it, which is friendly competition here and there. I never did any competitive stuff with it, gaming or real life. You know, I would go around and race and like street race and drift and that kind of shit, but never like professional or real racing or anything like that. It was all just kids street racing, having fun. Too fast, too fast, too fast. And then as I got a little bit older, Initial D became more of a thing. And boy howdy, my first time going in and playing an Initial D arcade machine, my eyes were open. It was like nothing I had ever experienced before. I had never played a racing sim like that. And then for it to be Initial D, like, that was just fucking amazing. And I was hooked. Like, my buddy and I were going there and spending a lot of money every day on Go Fast Powder and Initial D. And that was all that we did. We would go to our buddy's house, we would get what we needed for the day, and then we would go and play Initial D all day long. It was bad. We went through a lot of cigarettes and a lot of potential nasal cavity damage, but we raced a lot. We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of competition with people there. But as soon as the money kind of dried up, which was pretty short-lived, we started doing dumb shit in real cars instead, because in our minds it was cheaper. Because, you know, we had a real car. We didn't have $40 to $80 to $120 a day to go and spend on Initial D and Booger Sugar. So we started taking out his little Subaru GL and having fun in that, which, you know, we were dumb kids, so not very long into having that car, it was destroyed. Anyways, that was kind of the end of me when it came to street racing and drifting and stuff. I was late teens at this point, and, you know, life just sort of happened. I needed to work a lot and bills to pay and all that kind of stuff, and so I couldn't focus as much on gaming, especially racing games and stuff. And then there was a time where, you know, I was able to focus a lot more on gaming. At this time, like, it was already, like, yeah, I could game, but there was no way I could get into simulation racing. It was just far too expensive for where I was in life. So I would still, you know, play the Gran Turismos and the Forzas, and it, you know, it was okay. Playing on controller's fine. Like, I'm good on controller, but it's really not difficult to be good at those games on controller, let's be honest. It's a completely different skill set required. And then for Christmas I got this. I mean, a couple years ago I got a T150, but I just, like, I made a little homemade setup thing with a couple pallets and the seat out of one of my spare cars, but, like, it just really wasn't cutting it. All I really had was Forza Horizon 3, I think, and I got the really fucking bad hiccups. For some reason on that game, with the wheel and stuff, I just could not fucking do it. I couldn't fucking figure it out. And then this last Christmas, my wife got me this one with the seat and everything, and this is after I built, like, a real computer. Because I've always been pretty, I don't know, I would say budget-friendly when it came to my PCs. Like, I've built PCs for years, but it's always been, you know, low-budget ones, and now I have a very nice computer that allows me to do stuff like this, where I'm able to play this game at very high graphics and also record at very high graphics. No, I've realized that the videos that I'm recording are not rendering on YouTube the same as they do before I put them on YouTube, and that's fine. This video, one of the things about it is it's going to be a test. I'm going to send this through an editing program, and I'm going to see if maybe I can condense the size of the video a little bit without jeopardizing the quality, and hope that it comes out better on YouTube side, because that YouTube side of things is really fucking killing me. Like, I wish that I could show you the raw video versus what YouTube is putting out there. It's it's so bad. But yeah, so back to, I guess, what I was initially talking about, just racing in general. I've always loved it. I mean, my initials spell car, if that's bad enough. But along with, you know, not ever really being able to afford a sim setup, I also could never really afford a nice car to drive. Like, the nicest or best car that I've ever had was a car that was a gift from my dad that he then destroyed because he got drunk and mad. I mean, it was an '89 Saab 900 Turbo, really nice car, super quick, really fucking fun to drive. but that only lasted for a very short amount of time. And then a couple years ago, I got my 2020 WRX, and that car, as well as having this, has completely reinvigorated my love and passion for racing. Like, it's one thing to love racing, but not to be able to do it. It's another thing when you have a car that, yeah, I get it, the WRX is not a fucking fast car by any means, but it's fast enough to have fun in. It's a quick car. It handles really nicely. It's fun to take out on the roads. It's fun to drive in the rain. It's fun to drive in the snow as long as you don't crash it like I did. Not this last year, but the year prior. So, you know, I like it. I go out and drive, but I need to get a better camera. Like, I need to get a GoPro. Because I would like to take y'all on fucking drives with me. I think that would be really fun to take some, you know, actual drive videos. I just got a new dash cam, which can record a little bit higher quality, but it's still... What the fuck? Everything just kind of froze for a second. It's still not the greatest. I mean, it's great for dash cam purposes, but not at all for, like, actual recording of videos. Oh, get on the road. Okay. So hopefully when I put this through editing, it comes out... Nope, that was too fast, it seems like. Son of a bitch. I knew that was too fast too. I should have fucking been on the brakes. Oh well, I don't know this track. I think I've driven it like once, and I do not think I made it this far. But, I mean, if you've been following my channel for the past, I don't know, month or two, you can, I'm sure, see that there has been a exponential improvement in skill. Oh, I guess that's the end. So there you go, guys. That's me going down to Usui Pass. Thanks for checking out the video. I appreciate y'all stopping by. Hopefully, the skill improvement continues to be as monumental, I would say, as it's been already, and that would be awesome. I'm having a ton of fun in this game. I'm really, really, really having a blast, and I really want to continue growing this channel around car content. So real quick, let me get this a little bit out of the way. I'm going to start actually going to car shows here soon. Every Saturday and Sunday in my area, they have Cars and Coffee. And it's not like a very small meet. Like, these Cars and Coffees are huge. And what I used to do is I would used to go out to them and take a bunch of pictures and stuff. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to start doing that again. So I think this weekend I'll probably go out and take a bunch of pictures and maybe record some footage and then upload it. And we'll see how those go. You know, I've got some buddies I haven't talked to in months that go out there that I'd like to see again. So that'd be cool. Anyways, I'll see y'all around. I'm out. Peace.